How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Rouse back with another video, coming at you with more Star Wars Black Series. Because it was my birthday yesterday, I was in Target and I was like, I'm gonna go look at what's on clearance. You know what was on clearance? Chewbacca for 10 bucks, and I do not have Chewbacca for Return of the Jedi. That being said, Hasbro's releasing a Return of the Jedi Chewbacca with that little chain collar from the beginning of the movie where Leia was like disguised as Boushh and trying to trick Jabba and all that, and it worked because Jabba's an idiot, right? But yeah, like I said, that Chewbacca is like scene specific, but this one will work anywhere on my Return of the Jedi shelf. Endor, Jabba's palace, wherever. So with all that being said, let's take a closer look at the box and then we'll get this bad boy open. As you can see, the front of the box, it has Chewbacca with that little artwork at the bottom. The back has where the figure's from, what year it was made. We'll read the blurb in a second. Some more artwork. But on the front, it does say Star Wars Black Series Archive Chewbacca. As you can see, Chewbacca came out in 2015 initially before he was re-released in this archive wave. So I'm guessing it was one of the New Hope versions, but he does come with that cool, like, yelling head sculpt, so that's cool. But the little blurb says, Chewbacca, faithful first mate and co-pilot, Chewbacca has loyally stood by his captain's side through the twisting fortunes of a galaxy in turmoil. We all love Chewbacca. But yeah, with all of that being said, let's get this bad boy open. So who gives a crap about ceremony with the archive wave? We're just going to tear him right open because it's just a repackaged older figure with better paint. So yeah, there's Chewbacca. Sorry, there's the light on his face. There you go. There's Chewie. It's a really good head sculpt, actually. And here is my new Chewbacca out of the box. As you can see, he's tall, he's furry, he's got his bowcaster and his satchel, so he's Chewbacca. It's what we come to expect from him. But like, it is the archive, so it's like the oldest version of Chewbacca, I guess, because it came out in 2015, and that's like right around when the line started. So he may even be like a Force Awakens Chewbacca. I don't know. I could be wrong. It didn't really say which movie he was from on either box. So yeah, but here he is. Going over the height of our New Hope Archive Chewbacca, he stands at 7.5, just about 7.5 inches. So he's a big boy, a lot taller, but that works because Chewbacca is also a big boy. Going over the accessories, he comes with one accessory, his bowcaster, which I will say is actually probably the best version of the bowcaster that we've gotten, at least as far as I'm concerned, because it's a harder plastic instead of soft and rubbery, so it won't bend. Like this is solid. So, and there's also a nice paint wash on it. So yeah, I'd also say he's probably the best colored Chewbacca. Like the dark brown and the lighter browns are like the right shades, as opposed to being like too light or too orange or whatever. But yeah, they did a good job with this archive. It makes sense, you know. Release a good version of the first movie. But I'm gonna use him for Return of the Jedi, probably. Going over the articulation, there really isn't much. This head kind of swivels and it'll pop off really easily if I go too far. It's not on there very tight, but shoulders come up about 90 degrees. Single elbows come in that far, come out that far. At least the shoulders come up. Then we have like 2 or 3 different torso parts. So there's a ball peg there. I'm guessing there's an ab crunch under there, which kind of works. And then of course, there's the cover hip of his waist right here. So his legs come up not very far. Not forward very far, not back very far. Single knees, so he can't kick his own butt. And he's got rockers, at least on his feet, so that's good. Hands, up, down pegs. So yeah, limited articulation, but that's always been the case with Chewbacca figures as far as Black Series is concerned. First up for scale and comparison, we have our New Hope Archive Chewbacca with our Empire Strikes Back retro card, which is probably my favorite sculpt for him. And our Solo Chewbacca, which I believe is the same head sculpt with worse paint on the face, but he's also kind of orangey. So these are my 2 favorite Chewbaccas right here, Empire and A New Hope. I think he's a little bit short, or maybe he's a little bit oversized. Who knows? But yeah. And then if you want a really bad Chewbacca, which I use as my A New Hope Chewbacca, we have that 3-pack with Rey and who else was in it? Rey and Hondo from Galaxy's Edge 3-pack with this Chewbacca and the really horrid paint on his face. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, he's kind of orangey too. But this is probably the best painted and best colored Chewbacca in my opinion. Here he is with my A New Hope Han, Luke, and Leia. My Luke is a custom with a different head. I believe it's the Yavin Ceremony Luke head. And the older New Hope Leia, not the archive. That being said, all three of those figures, all four of these figures badly need an update. Like, they need to just resculpt and remake A New Hope Black Series figures instead of repainting and re-releasing them. So yeah, that's my opinion. But here's the New Hope crew together. For an SH Figure Arts comparison, here he is with Ultraman. He towers over Ultraman. I don't know if Ultraman would actually be able to take Chewbacca in a fight. Here he is with our Lightning Collection, Ninja Pink and Ninja Yellow Rangers, just because they're laying around here because I need to do photography and stuff with them for my Instagram, which you should also follow, which is rowdy.riles.toys. Like and subscribe also here. And lastly, here he is with Marvel Legends, Bro Thor, and Homecoming Spider-Man. So yeah, he's taller than everybody in this video, of course. Here he is with the Black Series First Order Stormtrooper, because I didn't feel like taking a regular Stormtrooper off my shelf. And it works because Chewbacca is in the sequel trilogy as well. So with all of that being said, you guys, I will say the archive Chewbacca is totally worth it because he was totally worth it to me. You can never have too many Chewbaccas, and I got him for like 10 bucks. I bought him for myself for my birthday. So yeah, you can't go wrong with that. So if you guys like this video, like I said, hit like and subscribe, comment down below. A bunch of you watch the videos and then you don't subscribe. Like, why not? Just subscribe. You're watching through. You'll see whenever I'm uploading. So yeah, subscribe, please. Comment down below if you guys like this figure, if you like the archive wave, if you want like a Chewbacca from The Force Awakens or whatever eventually, you know. And Hasbro's just gonna keep releasing Chewbaccas. It's inevitable. It's just like Luke, just like Han, just like Leia. They're gonna keep doing it forever. But yeah, I love you guys. I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye-bye.